the video. My name is Chelly, and welcome to my channel. I know y'all like, girl, I thought you were getting that trick removed. What happened? What happened? Well, I'm here to tell you exactly what happened. So, December 13th was the day that I was supposed to get the trach removed. I was supposed to get it removed. Um, it was 9 o'clock that morning that I had a medical appointment. When I tell y'all that I was going to have a full vlog of that day for you all, from start to finish, like when I woke up, all that kind of thing I was going to happen. I recorded from the time I woke up to the time that it was almost time to go to the operating room. I had that recorded for you all. But I had to scratch that footage because, it was a bit of bad news once I got there. So I'm going to start from when I woke up on until I found out that it wasn't going to happen that day. So I woke up 9 o'clock that morning, vlogging. As soon as I woke up, vlogging, okay? So when I got there about 9:11. I had to register or whatever, and went up to the waiting room. I was in the waiting room for 2 hours. Little did I know, like an hour in it, waiting in the waiting room, my mom had went to the window, where the secretaries and them sit at. She went to the window and was like, what's taking so long? We've been out here for an hour already. This lady told me that my appointment went to 11, but they had called the day before and said be there at 9. I'm like, wow. Now we there 2 hours early for nothing. Okay, so anyway, I get back there. They prepping me for this operation. All this stuff they're doing to me. IVs, anesthesia, coming in the room telling me, what type of medicine they're going to use on me, that kind of thing. So when my actual doctor came in the room, he's like, we have a bit of bad news. The piece that we needed to put in your throat has not came in yet. Now I was expecting it in by now, but I ordered it a whole month ago. Then he ordered it, after I left the appointment. When I first found out I was getting it changed, he had ordered it like the day after my appointment. So it was like a whole month before that he had ordered it, but it hadn't got in there yet. So it was like, I'm gonna give you 2 options. You can go home today, and I'll reschedule you for reschedule your appointment for when it comes in, or we can go ahead and change out this trach for a new one because it's time to be changed anyway because it's old or whatever. So me, I don't like to have an old trach. It's not good. Anything can happen to it. So I'm like, well, go ahead and change it because it is old. It needs to be changed anyway. So that's what they did that day. They went on to change the trach out. So in the midst of them changing the trach out, they had put a camera down my throat and all that kind of stuff to make sure my airway was clear and basically making sure that everything was okay for when they do put the tube in, the next tube in. Now, if you have a trach and you want to get this thing out, there's literally like steps that you have to take to get this trach out. They can't just pull it out and just call it a day. And that's not how it works. I have a full tube that's going in my neck, down my airway, basically. So the next step will be they will pull this out, and it's called a Montgomery tube. That's what it is called, Montgomery tube. And they'll put the Montgomery tube in. It's not a tube that actually goes down your airway like this one does, but it's just like a cap, just to keep the hole open, just in case something goes wrong within the process of you practicing to breathe without nothing being in your airway. Because I've been having this for 7 years. Like, I'm gonna have to get used to something not being in my airway. So they want to keep the hole actually open, so they won't have to cut me open again, just in case something went wrong. So that's basically what the Montgomery tube is for. It's just to keep the hole open. He told me that I would have the Montgomery tube for 1 week. If I do well with it for 1 week, they will pull that out and just let the hole close up, and then I won't have a trach anymore. So them are the steps that you have to take. So remember, Well, in my case, I don't know about anybody else, but in my case, the first step was to practice speaking with the speaking valve. I made a video on that, and I was able to do that. And I was able to just talk with just me holding the trach. You know, with my finger, I can talk like that. Okay. At first, I was able to do that. Remember that. That was my first step. Second step, like I said, I haven't went through the second step yet. Now, stay tuned for the next video that I'm gonna do on this topic. It's gonna be whenever I find out my next appointment is, and that's gonna be like an update on the trach removal. I know everybody was praying for me, you know, to get this out. I'm still praying because I know it's gonna happen. I mean, I just took it as it being we didn't do it that day. It was for a reason, you know, that it didn't happen that day. You know, God didn't want it to happen that day, and it didn't happen that day. So that's how I'm looking at it. You know, He had the chance to actually look into my throat one more time to make sure everything was clear, to make sure everything was right. He did it right. Because I'm gonna tell you this: when I woke up from getting that done, my throat was on fire. And when I tell you my throat was on fire, it was on fire. It was like that for like 2 or 3 days. Then my neck was sore. But inside of my neck, like I had to eat cough drops, you know, take medicine and stuff like that because my throat was hurt from where he done stuck all that stuff down my throat. I'm not sure if he put a camera this way, but I'm positive he put a camera through my mouth and down my throat to make sure the top of the tube. And I actually do got pictures of the inside of my neck, and I would insert the pictures on here, but they're kind of graphic, and you might not want to see that. But just know, my throat's clear. Okay. Okay. So if you have any questions at all about this process, or if you're going through this process yourself and you have questions for me, you can comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer the questions. If I accumulate at least 10 questions, I will do another video doing a Q&A, question and answer video. I will definitely do that on anything. So stay tuned for that update video. It's gonna be called like update on trach removal. So stay tuned for that, and I'll give y'all the date that it's gonna happen and tell y'all what happened over the phone or whatever the case may be. Basically tell y'all that the pieces in that they need. Okay, so thank you all for watching. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, and everything. I appreciate y'all for watching. See you in the next video.